Hey everyone. Today's topic, the most important tip for developing confidence. I've come to realize that the most important thing for developing long-lasting confidence is working on your self-love, because this is kind of the root cause behind a lack of confidence. Usually people who have a healthy self-image, who have decent self-love, they are going to be confident just naturally because they have a good self-image. Whereas people who don't really like who they are, don't like themselves, they aren't often going to be very confident. I don't think, in fact, I would go so far as to say they'll never be confident, right? Have you ever met a confident person who doesn't like themselves? Probably not, right? Because that would be very difficult. That's basically having low self-esteem and being confident. I don't know how the hell that would work, because those two things don't go together usually. So this is what you want to work on if you want to develop lasting confidence. Work on your self-love. And self-love is a bit of a buzzword nowadays that gets thrown around a lot, but I can basically sum it up to this. It's basically just treating yourself better, treating yourself kinder, treating yourself the way you would someone you deeply care about, like a best friend or someone you really love. This is what you want to do up here with your thoughts. So it takes a lot of retraining your thought processes, right? Your thought patterns, should I say, because for many of us, the way that we think is a pattern. It's based on a lot of conditioning from our childhood usually, and then our adulthood. So you're going to want to work on reframing the way that you think. A lot of people have very negative self-talk. They constantly beat themselves up. They constantly aren't supportive of themselves, like in instances of maybe a job opportunity comes up and their first thought is, oh, I'm not qualified for that, or I couldn't possibly get that job. They have negative thoughts. They're not supportive of themselves. They're not even kind to themselves. There's so many people who, not even with their thoughts, but even with the words they say, they'll say a lot of self-deprecating things that aren't even jokes. Like, they're not joking. They'll literally say that they don't find themselves attractive or whatever. And well, I'm not advocating for lying to yourself. It's just you want to work on getting to a place where you have a healthier relationship to yourself. So just be more supportive. Think of all the ways that you treat people you deeply care about and ask yourself, how can I treat myself in those same ways? What can you do? What are the ways you talk to your close friends? How do you support them? How can you support yourself in those same ways? I mean, it is a long journey, but it's something that will greatly increase your confidence over time. I've been on this journey for years now, like a long time. But I can tell you, at some point, you hit a point where you're so freaking confident, you almost start to make jokes to yourself that nothing can stop you. Because when you get to that point where you have rock solid self-love and you truly believe in yourself and support yourself, you really do start to believe there aren't many things that are going to knock you off course, because you're like your own best friend. You have your back. So even if obstacles arise, you'll think, okay, I'll figure out how to deal with them, rather than thinking, oh God, I can't handle this. This sucks. I'm going to give up. Yeah, so it's almost like a superpower. And I've probably even made prior videos talking about this concept. I truly do believe the more that we work on our mindset, it really is like a cheat code, like a superpower for handling life. Because people who have high levels of self-love, they're almost unstoppable. Like, how are you going to stop them? Even if you put things in their way, they're going to find a way to work around it, because they have worked on themselves enough that very few things can detract them from their main course. So this is what you want to work on yourself. Work on all those thought patterns that you have. If you have a lot of negative self-talk, there are actually some books on that. I believe one of them I read years ago is called What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. I believe that's the title of it. I have it on my bookshelf all over there, but I can't see it from here, but I believe that's the title of it. That is a great read. It's something I read a long time ago, and it may have even started me on this journey of reframing the way that I think. But it's huge, guys. You really just want to focus on being your own friend, on supporting yourself, cheering for yourself, being kinder to yourself, and believing in yourself. Those are the things to work on. And it will take time. It's not exactly a short or easy journey, but it's something you should begin working on sooner rather than later, because the way that it impacts your life over time is just It's insane. It really is. It'll make you so confident that, and not like cocky confidence either. It's just you'll have a rock solid belief in your own capabilities. You'll trust yourself to do things, even if they scare you, even if they seem risky. You'll think, this does seem a little daunting, but there are plenty of things in the past I've accomplished that are, at the time seemed daunting as well. So maybe I can handle this one too, rather than immediately having that negative self-talk and doubting yourself and then giving up before you even begin. So yeah, self-love is the solution, guys. I truly believe it's the foundation of having rock solid confidence, because when you truly get to that place where you love and accept yourself as you are with all your flaws, what can stop you? Like, really, what can stop you? Even like rejection on dates won't matter all that much. Sure, it can still sting a bit, but it's not going to make you want to go home and cry and eat a bunch of ice cream. Instead, you'll just think, oh, well, I really like that person. They don't like me back. This sucks. Oh, well, I'll find someone else who does like me. That's the way you get. You get more like matter of fact, like, oh, I really liked you. Okay, well, I'll just move on now, because that's all there is to it, rather than thinking, woe is me, they didn't like me, nobody else will ever like me going forward, this sucks, oh my god, my life is over, it's ruined, I'll stay single forever. Yeah, so there you go. Hopefully some of these examples, even though they are a bit ridiculous, hopefully they clarify how important self-love is, because yeah, it probably is the main thing that makes people incredibly confident, just having a high level of self-love. And I will throw in one last caveat here before I end the video, which is make sure you practice staying humble the whole way. I'm not advocating for having so much self-love that you become like a self-absorbed narcissist, or somewhat narcissistic. Obviously that narcissism is a legit thing you have to be diagnosed with, but let's not get to the point where you almost act like one because you have such a high level of self-love. So still care about other people, still respect and be kind towards them. You can do both, of course. You can have a high level of self-love and still not be a self-absorbed prick. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. I don't know if that, well, my videos aren't even monetized, but if they were, I don't know if that would make it so they wouldn't be. But yeah, oh well, whatever. That's pretty much all I wanted to talk about in this video. So yeah, go out there, practice that self-love, guys. It will change your life, for real. I can't even really put into words the kind of benefit that it has. It's just something you'll have to start practicing now, and years down the road, you'll see why it was so important. So yep, that's all I have for you. I truly hope you enjoyed this video. If you like content like this, be sure to subscribe for more. Otherwise, the easiest way you can help me out is just to throw a like and a comment on the video for the algorithm, and I will see you guys in the next one. Arrivederci!